Welcome back, guys, to another video. And in today's video, I got something a little different for you. I got a project. If you follow me on Instagram, then you would have already seen the exhaust I built for this car and the intake, but the owner has decided to go a different route and change the setup. So let me show you guys that. So here we got the MR2 with the K-swap in it, going turbo now. I believe that is the Toyota top mount manifold. I forget what size turbo that is exactly. Yeah, I'll have to check. I forget what size it is. And then this is a Speed Factory dual backdoor intercooler. We're going to do the, if you know anything about K-swapped MR2s, we're going to do the classic, just fucking cut out a hole in the trunk here to have it rest in. And then I know some of the guys cut this whole trunk out, or the whole firewall out. We're not doing that. He wants it to, he just wants two holes right here. We're going to do a hole here for this pipe to pass through. And then I might use this existing hole here and just enlarge it, pass the pipe through for that. For the exhaust, we were going to do a hood exit. He changed his mind. He wants a full exhaust out the back. So, and then wastegate as well is just going to dump straight down. And then the exhaust, we're going to send down through there and out the back. No muffler or nothing, just a straight pipe. Got some, let me see. Well, there's the intercooler, or the intercooler piping kit. And then we got some other goodies in these boxes, some V-bands and stuff. Blow-off valve, wastegate, all that kind of stuff. This is the intake that was on it. But we're going to get the intercooler mounted up. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that yet. It has spots for the tabs up front here, but it does not on the bottom. So what I'm thinking is probably going to end up some sort of like strap, not a strap, but I'm going to come off the front here, probably mount to the firewall on the front, and then on the back, I'll probably just take some of this aluminum and bend some tabs up and weld them straight to the intercooler, and then go to the back and mount it up there. But let me get some other stuff. Let me get the trunk cut out and the holes drilled, figure out what we're going to do with that, and I'll show you guys that. There's some other stuff that we got to do too, but I'm not trying to make this a super long video for you guys. I don't have a lot of time to get this car finished, so I would like to make like a long, lengthy video on the swap, or even a couple videos. I don't have the time to do that because I got to get the car done. So I'm just going to try and squeeze as much as I can in as short a video as possible for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy, but let's get going on this piping and stuff. All right, quick little update on how the intercooler progress is going. I got my new bungs welded on, and also got it mounted in the trunk. You can see I got a bolt. Got 4 bolts holding this in, and then 4 bolts on the intercooler itself. So, I mean, I'm pushing on this thing, I'm pulling on it as hard as I can, and the whole car is shaking, and it's not budging at all. So this is a very solid way to set it up. It's in there, it ain't going nowhere. I just wanted to show you guys this real quick. I have a full video on, I'll put that up here in the top. I have a full video on just the intercooler mounting. More information on it. Like I said, not trying to drag this video out, just trying to do a quick little build on it. So if you guys want to know how I fully mounted this in detail, check out that other video. I'll link it up here. But until then, let me get the holes drilled in the firewall, and start figuring out the intercooler piping, and then I'll show you guys in a little bit what I have. All right, so I got the holes drilled. I went and bought a new hole saw, a 3.5-inch one. The other one I had wasn't big enough. So I got the holes drilled right there and right there. As you can see, the coupler goes perfectly through. And then I just took a 45 degree and cut it, and a 90 degree and cut it out of the intercooler piping kit that I got. So I got this side done. Well, it's taped together. I just got to weld it up, and then I got to add the beads on either side. Now I got to build this side. So let me get this side kind of made up, and then I'll show you guys both the sides when they're made up. All right, here we go. I showed you guys this side already. Now I got this side done. I was messing around with it for a little bit and figured out it's going to be pretty hard for him to get this whole thing in and out in one piece. So I figured I'm going to put a coupler right here so that way he can take off this top piece and also have another piece down here. I wanted to try and do it with like the least amount of couplers as possible, but without the trunk hole being bigger. Like if the whole section of the trunk was cut out, like if this whole trunk was cut out, it'd be fine to have one piece. But with me just doing holes like that, it's not big enough for me to slip that whole piece out and try and pull all that out. So I split it into two pieces right here. But this is all, you can see this is all marked up. And I have some room on this to pull that a little closer too. So it'll be fine. But I'm going to take all this out, get it tacked up, get it cleaned up, and get it finish welded. And then I'll show you guys once this is all welded and I put it back in the car. All right, guys, I got everything welded up. You can see I got the coupler there. I got this all welded up. Got the blow-off valve installed. The welds came out pretty decent. Those are some of my better looking aluminum welds. And then for this side, don't even get me started. I had to ditch that because it didn't fit right. And start from scratch. So I did this pie cut piece. So that way, you know, it's in there. The other piece you could like kind of wiggle a little and it'd pop out. It wasn't sitting in there right. And I tried to fix it. And I just said, screw it, threw it to the side. I'm starting from scratch. So this is what I came up with. I know it's not, you know, it looks all right. The welds they're all right. They're not amazing, but I'm not a professional welder. I'm self-taught with, you know, my little welder here. Here's some of the practice pieces I was doing. Like, it's an Eastwood TIG 200. It does all right, but I'm no professional. But that's the piping done. Blow-off valve is done. So I'm all finished up on the intercooler piping. Now I can start the exhaust and the wastegate dump. So it's dark out. I'm gonna go to bed and pick up on this in the morning. So I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, guys, it's the next day and piping's all done. As I showed you, I built the wastegate dump. I'll show you when I get underneath the car then, because I got to lift it up. And right here I have the downpipe started. So that's where the O2 is gonna go. But let me put this back on the car and then I'll lift the car up and show you guys what it looks like from underneath. All right, we're underneath the car now, and as you can see, it comes out right here, right above the subframe, and we're just going to shoot it over here. We're gonna 90 out of this, come over, and then 90 out right through here. And then for the get the camera up in there. Let's see, for the wastegate dump, that just comes straight down and just shoots straight down here. So that was pretty simple. But for the exhaust now, I got a 90 off of this and come over. Let me get some more piping cut and stuff. Got the 90 over there, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when I get the other 90 on and start doing that. All right, here we go. I got the downpipe all tacked together. I just gotta clean it with the prep pad and acetone, and then I'll be ready to weld. And this is the other section that I built off of the downpipe. So it just 90s over, 90s again, and it just comes out right where the factory position is. So I got the hanger on there too. So I'm gonna get all this cleaned, acetone wiped, and welded up and get it back on the car. And then I will show you guys when I get it back on the car. But I'm probably gonna throw in a couple little clips right here of me welding that together quick for you guys. Got the first welds done. They went down pretty nice. So now I just gotta weld up the rest of this, and hopefully I'll be able to set the camera up right and get you guys a good angle. Alright guys, got the exhaust all welded up. I just have it sitting over here for now. Intercooler piping is all done. I just got to take it over to my buddy's. He has a bead roller. I do not have one yet. Intercooler's there. I got the angle iron painted black. Got the trunk cut out. I just have to clean up the edges and put some paint on there. Put some paint on those edges. We got to do the exhaust gasket. And then after that, it's done. We put a twin disc in it yesterday. I didn't get to record any of that, but put a twin disc in it yesterday. Got the boost controller all hooked up. So now all I got to do is clean up the edges, put the intercooler back in, get the piping bead rolled, put that in, exhaust in, and then, you know, just button up some other things, make sure everything's tight, do the gasket, clean up a little, and then this car will be good to go. I'm going to show you guys when I have everything put back together. Tuesday, today's Monday, so tomorrow we're going to the dyno, so I'm hoping that I can go for that and get some footage for you guys of it on the dyno. So I'll be back when we start putting some of this stuff back in and back together. All right, guys, it's all put together. Got it all put back. My buddy came over and helped me get it all put back together. Intercooler's mounted. All the intercooler piping is mounted. I got the beads rolled. They came out pretty good for doing it, for my first time doing it. I had to extend the turbo a little bit. You can't see it because it's underneath the clamp, but I had to extend it on the cold side housing. I had to extend it about 1.5 inches roughly out, so that way that coupler sat on there and went in there real good, because before it was kind of like if you wiggled it hard enough, it would kind of slip off. I didn't want that happening, so I had to add another little bit on there for the coupler to bite onto. The downpipe is wrapped until about there. I ran out of heat wrap. All of the boost controller lines are ran. The two from the wastegate run up into this side, and you can see this one runs through the valve cover and then into the turbo right there. The trunk cutting went pretty well. I got that all cut out for you guys. So, let's see the nice speed factory now. Got the exhaust heat wrapped on the bottom, so that way, you know, try and keep the temps down. And then it comes out right here. Looks pretty nice. But the plan tomorrow is the car's pretty much done. We need to tow it to the tuners to get it tuned, because he put a bigger fuel pump in and injectors and all that stuff. So everything goes well tomorrow. We'll get it loaded up on the trailer, and then I will show you guys us loading on the trailer, and then us going to the the tuner to get it retuned and stuff. So I'm hoping to have some clips for you guys of it on the dyno, how much power it makes on this setup and such, for anyone that's curious. But for now, nice little shot right there. But for now, it's pretty laid out. It's pretty dark. I'm going to call it a night, and we'll pick back up tomorrow when we're loading the car on the trailer and on our way to the tuner. So I'll see you guys then. Getting her filled up with some fresh E85 at the pump, and then we're off to the dyno to get tuned. See you guys at the dyno. We made it up here to the dyno. Getting the coolant bled and plugs capped and finishing up some other things, and then we'll get to some clips of it running on the dyno. Swapping out the spring did not help. Alright guys, I'm back in my garage. It's actually a couple days. It's almost a week. It is a week today after the dyno of the MR2. And I've been meaning to put out this video, and I've just been caught up dealing with other things. Not much has been going on. I got my bike done. I'll show this to you guys. I got my bike all finalized. So that took me like 2-3 days. I'm working on the Fiero motor right now. I'm actually going to put out a video update on this. So that'll be coming next week probably, or right after this video. But that's going to wrap it up for the MR2 build. If you guys got any questions, please ask them in the comments. I'm getting the car back here very shortly in the future to do the fans on top of the intercooler and a scoop underneath the car to help. He's been having heat soaking issues like we thought he would. So stay tuned for that video. That video will be coming out soon. And then I have Fiero content hopefully coming out soon. I got a lot of stuff coming up, you know. This year I'm hoping to put out a lot of videos for you guys, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. But for now, just like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.